You.
Oh, okay. Good morning, good evening, good night, everybody. Welcome once again to another session of Living World of Darkness Rage Across New York. This is a scene for the ongoing Glasswalker plot. Bleh, can't talk. Taking place in Dragos's apartment still, right?
Uh, Most likely, like, he wouldn't have moved her unless she wanted to be moved.
Okay.
There's no. Yes.
With several months of purely psychological care going down the line, Dragos and his kinfolk have been working hard to try to rehabilitate the woman they rescued from an insane asylum several months ago. They've made a little progress. The Her issues don't seem to show any signs of stopping or letting up, but at the very least she's sort of learned to cope with them, and there's something akin to normalcy in the household now. In fact, Anna has abandoned the old dirty garments of the hospital and just started dressing in a t-shirt and shorts. She still overall refuses to leave the house, however, and spends an ungodly amount of time in her room. That is where we will start the scene.
You know, like, Dragos has a policy of not really disrupting her. Everyone needs their alone time to a certain extent, but he would at least peek in because breakfast. Normally, he doesn't cook it. Like, his policy with food is if it's cooked, he will eat it. If it's not cooked, he will eat it. He has cooked food. He brings in some bacon and carrots and a nice piece of meat and some salad. Just like brings it in. And it's like, because Anna would have noticed, Braus does not eat vegetables. Carrots are maybe acceptable. Vegetables are generally evil. And just comes in with a plate. He has his own plate of a combination of raw meat and normal, cooked meat. And he just comes in and says, "Hello, Ovnes. Are you available, Anna? What
When
should I
he
do?"
he opens the door without knocking, possibly because he was so excited to show her her breakfast, and Anna visibly like flinches, and off of her lap drops the like little shitty laptop he had given her for entertainment, goes crashing to the floor and closes. Oh, fuck.
No, 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 no need. I will have someone take a look at that. He comes in. Sorry, I was being too excited about your breakfast.
She
Nonsense.
she rubs her temples a little bit and just a few deep breaths, clenches her fists a few times before opening her eyes. Oh, good morning.
Just, yeah, hello. He brings you her plate. Just like, good morning. By the way, I think I have a gift of what's it called? The one where you basically see what's wrong with something. I don't remember what it's called. The Glasswalker gift.
Diagnostics.
Diagnostics, yes. I guess do that. In worst case scenario. Anyway, does it cost gnosis? Is what I wonder.
Um, for diagnostics, you wait for Wormfo to load so that I can see.
Wormfall, the best resource.
Oh, no, you roll. Yeah, you roll perception plus crafts to see what's wrong with it, and then if you want, you can spend a gnosis point to convince the spirit to fix it.
Okay. I will roll. This was perception. Yes. Can
Mm-hmm.
I? I will roll, and I will also spend. I will also spend that gnosis point. Roll perception craft. I don't have crafts. This was a bad gift investment, but apparently it works.
Okay. You basically glance down at the computer. There's not a lot terribly wrong with it. Using your basic insights into the Weaver's technology, you notice a couple hairline cracks have formed in the screen, and there's a wire out of place that can be soldered back to normal.
He just bends the noses and just like spirits and just like fix it.
Okay. And the spirit doesn't respond. Instead, the pattern spiders all crawl out of it from the side of the Umbra and get back to work, trying to not be junk.
So what does it fix or does it not fix?
It'll be easier for you to fix it, but it doesn't just like repair itself magically.
I thought it could be. I thought it would repair itself. Like I thought from maybe I heard wrong. Like I thought it was
sorry.
Convince the spirit to fix itself. Like
Spinanosis point, convince the spirit of the device to aid you in fixing it. Most spirits are happy to do so. And then the time to fix it is halved, and you can subtract 2 from the difficulty of a crafts roll to fix it.
Okay. Well, okay, he can just sit down and try and fix it because it's not a great injury. Well, injury is not the correct word, but you know, he will roll it to difficulty 5. It will be perception crafts, I assume, to fix it.
Yep.
Yeah, I can just roll that, not for now, but just for general later anyway. So she will continuously have her computer. I spend a willpower on the crafts roll, so I don't fail. And I get 3 successes. It's good as new.
Yep, perfectly fine. There's no fixing a cracked screen, but it's not really bad.
Yeah. I'll just replace the screen at some point later anyway. Anyway, he's doing that out, off camera. Doesn't that waste that time now. It's just sitting. So it's just like, is there anything you want to talk about? And just like he's eating his meat. He forgot a fork. He gave her a fork, but he forgot a fork for his own, so he's just eating.
She sits cross-legged on her bed, holding the plate of food in her mouth, and holding the plate of food on her lap. Wow, I can't talk. And she mimics Dragos in the way that she eats. The fork lays useless on the side of the plate, and she picks up the food with her fingers.
You can use a fork if you want. I just forgot my fork. I can go get mine.
She just shrugs, keeps eating with her hands.
Dragon's just like, lupus. He doesn't care. He just eats as well. He's like,
So, did you make any progress figuring out if I can go outside?
I think I know how. Like, we could go outside now. I just want to be 100% sure that nothing bad could potentially happen. That's all. So, just to be 100% sure. One can be worried and not be consumed by it. Just being a little worried is nice. So I will talk to some spirits, and I will make sure that you will go out as soon as possible, and it will all be goodness. And I can be there and accompany you, or I probably will the first time. So nothing. So we can go and do stuff. Is there anything you want to do the first time you go outside? By the way.
She laptop back up, sort of wiggles the hinge just a little bit, and through the cracked screen you can see she's been researching New York a lot. And one of the big things you see is the website of a art history museum.
Ah.
In Manhattan, not very far away, actually.
You like art and you like history? At least in common. We can go look at art. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yes. You like drawing. He has pointed to probably drawings that are on the wall. He would at least hang them up, unless she didn't. If she didn't.
Yeah, I want to get to see all the things that I missed out on.
Yes, I will help you with this.
She shuts the laptop and puts it on her bed, and basically close to the outlet, right on top of one of the pillows so that it doesn't go crashing to the floor again.
Um, I'm going to roll perception empathy because he's going to ask something, and I'm going to just like gauge like if this is the right time. It's basically going to ask if she would ever like to practice with her shifting and stuff at some point in the future, and I'm just going to check if the mood is there, so to speak. I'm calling upon Chameleon's power.
Mm-hmm.
I think that rabbit pack is still a thing, so yeah. I get massive successes. Had I been in Lupus, I would have got 4. It would have been glorious.
From the past few months of rehabilitation, she has absolutely refused to talk about her shape-changing abilities. You get the feeling it's not something that is comfortable to her. She's been trying very, very hard to be human.
Mm. So that was like, maybe not the best person for it, but maybe it's something. I've been working with you to try to fix what was once broken and make you all try to make you a happy face. He makes us smile like this, and prepare you for going outside and looking at what you had missed out on, and have a nice life and friends and hugs and stuff. He nods very sagely at this point. But it's like there's something we haven't talked about, and that I understand. You want to be as human as you can. It's a thing, but we kind of have to, maybe you want to talk about spirits and yourself and stuff. Is like is going to like inspire her because I'm going to roll charisma leadership. I'm spending yet another willpower. I will not watch this roll. I'm going to roll. I get 4 successes, and he is like, because I understand how it can be difficult for you with the change. It would have been difficult for a lot of people. I know it would be difficult to become wolves like me, but it's a part of you, and we will walk through it. We will find. I will help you. I will help you understand the new world you are being cast into. It's not your choice, but it's no one's choice. Sometimes destiny simply is like that, and I'm very confident. I've seen you grow from a very scared little girl of Ness into a nice, lovely young woman. It will be great, and I think we can together work things out. He nods very sagely. It's like I'm proud of the development, and I'm proud of you in general. And I think we will do okay. And therefore, it's important to practice maybe and talk about your other abilities outside of liking art and painting and drawing and being nice and all that. He gives double thumbs up again.
Whoa. You notice that she stopped eating, looks more than a little bit uncomfortable. What abilities are you talking about?
You know, you have another form. You can talk to you can talk to cockroaches. These are things you can do. And remember, I had cockroach come and talk to you. Big cockroach. Father cockroach, king cockroach, whatever you want to call him. I know it's hard.
I don't want to be a big cockroach.
I understand. I understand really. Like, remember the Emmet person?
Yeah.
The black man. He didn't want to be like he is. But some things sadly are just the way things are. I know it's hard to hear, but we have to work through it. And despite the fact that you can be a big cockroach, we will make sure that you can have a nice life. A nice life with purpose and meaning, where you can go to art history museums and eat whatever you want when you don't. Or there will be no tomatoes in this house, but not a house, but you get what I mean. He squid arms, for emphasis.
She furrows her brows and sort of presses on her forehead. I'm confused.
This tends to happen when people talk to me, but I'm here. So if you have questions, I will do my best to answer them. So this is where we begin. Like, just ask me if you need to, if you can, and I will answer. I will not force anything. Remember, you are your own person, but I think it's best for you. You know. Yes.
Why do you know what the voices are saying? To me, they just sound like gibberish.
Spirits can teach you things. They can give you extra power. One of the powers I have is to understand spirits. I understand what they say. I can talk like them too. Like he says something and just see boopness in boopness is now a spirit speech word. He says that it's spirit speech. Like, you know, we probably kind of sounds like flickering, whatever. See? Sounds similar?
She chews on her bottom lip, and she just sort of nods. You can tell that she doesn't really get it. How'd you learn to do that?
How to best put this? It's that the spirit teaches you. And I think maybe spirits have things to teach you as well, and I can help you with that. I can translate those that want to teach you something, and then you can get things that can make you more safe and stable, and whatever cockroach thinks your purpose is. He will teach you things, and it will improve, give you extra abilities, like talking to spirits like I can, or having your in the wolf. I've known wolves that can turn their fur into steel and all sorts of things. A cockroach has probably things for you as well. So it's basically talking to spirits, and they teach you it. And it's not like a long teacher conversation. It's more like they just give you that knowledge. Sort of teaching is not the entirely correct word in that sense, but it's more like they implant the knowledge in your head and you learn it.
She grabs her own head. They put things in your head?
No, not literally. But it's like you learn it. Like just by them can just give you the knowledge without having to sit there for hours. You understand? It's more like
they can just get into your mind like that? Can they get into mine? Do they know what I'm thinking?
No, they do not know what you're thinking. This is can I roll some kind of thing to try to calm her down or make her?
If you want, but she definitely looks really startled.
Yeah, what would I roll in this case? Would I?
Let's see, to calm her down, charisma plus empathy.
And I have neither. I have no empathy. Obviously, I have 2 dice. But you know what? The Weaver is on my side in this. Forget the fact that Spirit haven't the Weaver. I will fix this. I will roll charisma, and I will spend yet another willpower. I think this is a third today, and I will roll, and it will be 2 successes. And it's like, relax. They're not harming you. They're not in your mind right now, learning what you think. They're just there, and they can teach you things magically, sort of, very extremely quickly, and then you know it, and then you have the ability. Like you and talking to cockroaches, you just know it.
She she's still holding her head, kind of shaking it a little.
And I was like, any other questions? Or shall we drop it? I'm not forcing anything.
No, I don't want to hear more about that.
We will try some more some other day. I know it's hard, but you need to learn, and it's going to take time, and that's okay. Just take what you can deal with. Shall I get the teddy bear?
No, yeah.
He gets the emergency hug bear and just gives it to her. Just like, see, it will hug the problems away. He has crudely written on it like, hugs are wonderful. They save lives and stuff. Literally like that. He just wrote that all. I have written that on the teddy bear at some point. Incidentally, he wrote hugs with a Z, a C instead of a S.
She brings her knees up to her chest and she rests her chin on the bear's head.
Do you want me to leave you alone? Or can I stay?
No, stay here.
Okay. Okay. I was just patiently watches her. I was like, I'm here for you if you need it.
What?
He isn't saying that, but he kind of like hums a little bit. He tries to be like calm, be calming, a soothing presence. Just take your time.
Can they take this all away? Can they make me human again?
Like, I don't know if, like, out of character, like, I fairly know a bit about lore, but I don't think being a guru can be cured. You can't remove guruism from someone. Like, just I need to know because like that's is what he would base his answer on.
Oh, out of character, you don't know of any ways that a werewolf can be cured. You don't know anything about the Samsa. You don't know anything really about the project that made them. So
That was he honestly just has to shrug. Do you want me to look into it for you? I can try and find out, but you have to understand you are completely new. You are special. There's no one. There's very few like you in the world. There are others like you, and I will try to rescue them and give them a new chance of life as you. But there's no way I can stop being, a werewolf.
yeah, but you have all this stuff. All this stuff isn't all fucking weird to you. I don't want to be special. I want to be a person.
You are still a person. That will never change. And I will not treat like if you want to be treated like normal, you will be treated like you are treated like normal in here. He points at points at the walls very grandiosely. And goes on. So try. I think the best way for you to recover is not to be treated like some special snowflake. You are a nice young lady that we just want to see have a good life. But maybe I can find a way. Maybe. Like I will try to find out everything I can to see if it can be cured. But you have to kind of be prepared that it might not be possible. It's not possible for me to not be what I am, and you are what you are. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think anyone really knows. And
She'll just kind of drop the bear, let it fall to the floor as well.
Drowse is like, if you wanted to roll perception empathy, it's kind of like, should I give her a hug? Like, this is his kind of like state of mind. It's kind of like, is this appropriate? If you wanted to roll to spot that, that's the thing. He's obviously very like, what do I do now? This is why I'm saying it.
She just holds her head in her hands. A few deep breaths.
And Rouse essentially is going to ask, do you need a hug? It's like,
No, I don't want to be touched.
this is okay. But you understand I asked just to see if you needed it. He nods very slightly. I only want what's best for you. He nods.
She nods a little bit. Why?
Because I rescued you, have fed you, watched you grow.
Why do you do all that?
Because it's my job to save the world, essentially.
So it wasn't your job to save the other wolves there?
They couldn't be. They were dangerous. They tried to kill me. Like, I was extremely wounded, if you remember, at the time. I was horribly wounded. And if I could, I would have fixed them somehow. But they were too far gone. Sometimes saving the world involves cutting away bad strands to be reborn again.
But I'm a bad strand.
You're not a bad
I'm a bad strand, and you brought me home.
You're not that kind of bad strand. You're not too. Do you? I ask now. Do you want to destroy the world, make it a corrupted place with fire of awfulness and people are sick and dying, or people are being raped and all sorts of horribleness? Is that what you want? Do you want to consume and destroy and only do that?
No.
No.
But one of the voices wants me to.
One of the voices wants you to. Oh. But I think we can deal with that voice.
But I don't know how to shut it up. It doesn't shut up. The others leave when I'm in the light, but this one
I see.
Follow me.
I will roll intelligence with medicine, kind of like diagnostic sort of thing. And try that just to like come with a qualified guess. I have medicine 3, I think, so it will be 7 dice. My specialty is problem solving. Would this qualify as like figuring out how to fix this? Is essentially what he's trying to do. So wouldn't that qualify as 2 successes?
Yeah. You're looking at psychology? What you know psychology?
Yeah.
You know that schizophrenia is one of the most common derangements that include the hearing of voices, auditory hallucinations, etc., etc. And you also know there is absolutely no cure for it. The only real treatments are extremely invasive, including lobotomizing them or electrocuting them.
I thought medicines that could at least partially fix it was a thing. Not cure it, but like
Medicine for schizophrenia, not really. There's some that can help you cope with the systems, but hallucinations, no.
it will be a forever battle.
Mhm.
It's a hard thing. There is nothing mundanely that can fix it, but who knows about spirits? I can see if I can find that voice and make it go away, or at least try to make it easier. Would you like that?
Yeah.
I will see what I can do for you, and it will be. I will do my best to make your life easier. But that's one of the reasons why I'm also doing this. Not only because I care about you personally, because you are my little Anna girl. This is known. You know, I've been taking care of you for a long time, and you're like my little. You're like Livewire. You know, Livewire is this like toddler, just big and not a child. You get the basic concept of what I'm trying to say. Another reason is because you remember cockroach, right? Not the small ones, but cockroach, big one.
Yeah, the really big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, he's like, as Zeke said, your fairly godfather, or like a god. Like if you think about, if you've ever read about like Greek gods, like he's kind of like that, and he cares about you, and he wants you to be happy, and he wants to help you, and therefore,
But you talk about him like he's so great and so powerful. If he really cares, why doesn't he help? Why doesn't he do anything?
he has sent servants of him to help you. I am one of the reasons. Like his help is me, for example, and but sometimes like healing isn't necessarily what he can do, but he cares. He is there for you. He sends his little cockroaches around to be with you. He sends spirits around you to take care of you, and guide you, and help you. These are all things cockroach does. But isn't it more comforting to know that there is someone out there taking care of you, unlike what other people who read about gods or spirits or fairies or whatever, they don't know? You know there is someone that's greater than both of us that cares, that tries to help you, that keeps an eye on you, that in a way sent me to help you.
I guess so.
Yes, I can get him here again if you want to, and you can talk to him longer.
I don't know. They're so.
What did you say?
Get
You
the
cut up a
spirit
little.
shit. I don't get the
What
spirit shit.
Giles is like profanity for a second, like ooh. He does that like kind of husky face, but
I
here's the thing: everyone deals with it. There's just some people who doesn't see it. You have been gifted it and cursed in a sense, and that's why we're trying your best to make it easier for you. And that's why I've been trying to take care of you for months instead of like dropping it all on you in a big bag of weirdness. He makes a bag dropping motion for him to emphasize his points.
I don't get how I wound up here. I mean, like you. I guess you were a werewolf forever, but like I signed up for the wrong medical study, and now I'm here hearing voices and covered in bugs, and she buries her face in her hands.
There's always
Oh,
I'm Curtis my leadership again because I'm lazy. That's what I'm not lazy, but I'm kind of like I'm not listening to myself, so I'm kind of like using my stats to my advantage here. Sorry, Chris is like okay, things happened. It's hard. You hear voices. You're covered in bugs, but this is how things went, and we will try to work through it. I will try to make things easier for you. I will try to make you understand the world you are in more and get to grip with it, if you understand what I mean. It's it will be long, it will be difficult, but I believe in you. I believe in myself, and I believe in Cockroach. Oh, and I believe in Gaia, and all of these factors would lead to you being helped. And one day you will not have to live with me. You can live by yourself. You don't have to have lupus. You don't have to have wolf person wandering around stealing the meat. You will have your own place and you will do your own things. I sincerely believe that when we are done, you will you will have your baggage. There will be negatives, but you will also be positives. You know, he knows very sagely too. He's doing his master Yodaing, you see, inspiring with his Yodaness. I was just watching her.
she's still struggling to sort of take this in. You know, she started wringing her hands a bit over the past month. This is the past few months. You've noticed this is sort of her sign for getting anxious.
Shall I give you your privacy?
Uh, yeah, yeah.
You know what? You know my phone number, and you know I'm next door or something. He steps out, um, and he's like, "We will talk later, Anna." And he's just like, he makes hug motion in the air because he knows he doesn't want to be touched, but here's hug anywhere. Like the thought is there for her if she wants it. Maybe she appreciates it, maybe she doesn't. Shifty eyes.
Can can we go see the art?
I will try my best to make this. I will try to make it so that we can do it at least in a few days. I will just have to prepare, and we will go and do the art as quickly as I can. I promise you. He nods again.
Okay. She nods too
He nods,
and picks up the bear.
and he's like, "We will talk." And he closes the door very carefully, and just if you need something, you know the rules, or there's no rules, but you know. And he closes, and it's like, okay, that could have gone better. He doesn't say that loudly, so she would have heard, but it's like, he says that the spirit speaks to himself, like, and it's like, maybe I should at some point call in the Emmet person to deal with this part. And he's just like, okay, goes to do his stuff. And I think we can end the scene here,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be done in 1, 2, 3. And thank you for playing, and thank you for watching, and all that jazz.